so today is Imbolg and I am making, I know it doesn't look like much yet, but I am making the world's best lemon bars, and when I say that I am not exaggerating. They're better even than the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook recipe. So what I have here is 4 eggs, 1 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, and about 3 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to be whisking that in just a little bit. But right there, yeah, sorry, this is my fridge, totally unhealthy. But I have the crust there, which is chilling, and that was, oh, let me think, that was 1 1/3 cup of flour, 2/3 cup of confectioner's sugar or icing sugar, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 3/4 tablespoon salt, and 12 tablespoons of butter that is just worked into the dry mixture and patted into the flour. It's chilling now for a half hour. Then I gotta throw it into the oven to bake. Then while it's still warm, I have to pour the finished filling into the crust and bake it again. So I will get back to you when I'm further. Alright, so I have added a tablespoon of finely grated lemon zest, fresh lemon zest. Always remember to wash your lemons, people. The flu's going around, you don't know who's touched the produce. As well as the juice of 2 large lemons. The juice only has to equal 2/3 of a cup, and you just add it to your mixture and you blend it in. Then, while your crust is still extremely warm, if not hot, you pour your mixture in, then put it into a 325-degree oven. This actually had to bake at 350, but once then you reduce the heat to 325. So I will catch you later when it's all done. Okay guys, so my lemon bars are in the oven. They're baking for 20 minutes, and I forgot to add an ingredient. I realized after I had poured the mixture into the hot on the hot base that I had completely forgotten to add the milk. The recipe requires 1/3 of a cup of whole milk, so don't forget to add that to the lemon bar filling ingredients. I just took 1/3 of a cup of milk and poured it over the pan while the bar mixture was still liquid and running, and I just sort of stirred it in as best I could. So don't forget that. It's extremely important. I think it makes the bars taste not so sour or not so tart. That it neutralizes some of the acidity of the lemons itself. So I really hope you enjoy this recipe, and I will show you what they look like when they're done. Alright guys, here it is. It's all done. Now, it did jiggle just slightly, but it was firm to the touch, like the directions said. But I still wanted to make sure that it was done properly, so I left it in there for a few minutes more, and it doesn't, just until it stopped jiggling, and it was a little firmer to the touch as per the directions. And now I just have to let it cool to near room temperature for about 30 minutes before I lift it out of the pan onto this big old ramajama that I often use to bake my sourdough cakes on and other cookies. It is my pizza stone, or my baking stone. So I will get back with you as soon as it's all cut up and dusted with powdered sugar. You know, just one more note. I actually allowed the lemon bars to keep baking just until I began to smell them, until they were nice and aromatic, that I could smell the lemon exuding from the oven. So I just wanted to give you sort of that note if you try this recipe yourself. Hey YouTube, so while my lemon bars are cooling, I thought I would make a quick video. Um, I'd really like to know what you guys do for Imbolg. I have written what I think of as the definitive study of the Sabbath. So if you'd like to read it, I will post the link below. I am actually working as we speak on a greatly expanded and revised edition. So um, I will absolutely let you know when I've got the that edition up and ready. It will be at academia.edu. Um, but yeah, what do you guys do for Imbolg? Let me know in the comments. Usually, what I do is I tend to bake a lot, or I make candles that I bless for the forthcoming year. It's when I break out my collection of milk glass for my altar. It's also when I usually bake oatmeal cookies with cinnamon, because oats remind me of Irish soda bread for some reason, and cinnamon is a herb of fire, which recalls to me the hearth goddesses that are worshipped about this time of the year throughout several Indo-European cultures. Um, I also, usually use chartreuse and aqua-colored candles, as well as white candles, of course, to symbolize the snow, the thawing rivers and lakes, and the burgeoning green that is just coming through the snow as we speak, in preparation for winter. But today, while my lemon bars are cooling, I wanted to have my first ever giveaway. So, before I show you what's going to be in it, the rules are really, really simple. At least I think they're simple. All you have to do is you have to be a subscriber, number one, and you have to post either on Facebook or Twitter. This video, you have to post a link to this video on either Facebook or Twitter, one of your social networking groups, and then cross-post the link below so that I know that you've done that, because I can't see every subscriber, and I will leave this contest open until around the week, or maybe even the week after, of Ostara. So you have a long time to enter. If I have another giveaway after this, the only rule will be that if you've won previously, you aren't eligible to win more than once in the same calendar year. So let's put it that way. The first thing I'm going to be putting in this gift basket is candles. Now, these are candles of my own making. They are nearly 100% beeswax. You gotta knock off like a percentage now and then for the addition of colors, which are vegetable dyes, so they're completely organic, and other little additives that sort of strengthen the candles. So I am including 4 candles for the quarters, a yellow candle for air and the eastern quarter, a red candle for fire in the south, a medium blue candle for water in the west, a green candle for north and the element of earth, and just because I'm really generous, a pink candle. Check that pink out. You can't find candles of this rich hue and quality in stores today. You just don't find it, which is just a damn shame. I really wish that the cold stores would sell better quality candles like these that weren't those cheap ass mini chime candles. I don't use those in my spells. But getting back to the giveaway. you are basically getting everything in this basket except the basket because the basket's really nice. I bought it at a tag sale and I love it to death. But what you will be getting is an old potion bottle of mine that I use to house my Speak to the Dead potion. It is orange, and orange is the color of Mercury, and Mercury helps us communicate with the denizens of the other world. You'll also be getting a practically new, yeah, I should really try and get rid of that sticker, but practically new tarot deck. There we go. There's the better side. It's practically new. I bought it. I've never really used it. I flipped through it maybe once, but I really wanted to pass it on to a good home. A big piece of Amazonite for my collection of stones, and a really nice piece of labradorite as well. It has a really big, nice reflective surface. Also, you'll be getting an adorable, cute little mini glass cauldron. Now, I adore this. It looks like those glasses that were popular, the drinking glasses that were popular in the 60s and 70s. My grandma had tons of them. But yeah, if you know anything about me, I am a total cauldron slut. So yeah, I am totally departing with one of my cauldrons from my collection for this giveaway. It would be great to burn incense in. And last but not least, books. Lots of books that I am pulling from my library that I actually have double copies of. So my folly is your game. These are some really good books that I absolutely adore. And you know, it's really the books that I adore that I really like to pass on to other pagans to maybe inspire them to read them. You know, so it is Starhawk's Dreaming in the Dark, Magic, Sex, and Politics. Michael Tierra's The Way of Herbs. And I just realized, like last week, that I had a double copy of this, and it is Voodoo in Haiti. The other book was actually a gift specifically for this giveaway by Llewellyn Publications. So thanks, Llewellyn. You know, that was really generous of you. And it is John Beckett's relatively new book, The Path of Paganism. I think it's only like 9 months old, maybe. So it's relatively new. So that is really everything that's coming in this giveaway. I hope you like it, and if you want any of this stuff, enter. Just share this video and cross post a link below in the comment section so that I can click on it and it will let me know that you have entered the contest, and in about 6 weeks I will draw a winner. So good luck, and may the odds be ever in your favor. So until then, my witches, keep calm and witch on. Okay guys, so here is the finished product. You definitely want to let them cool in the pan until they're almost lukewarm. I actually moved them while they're still fairly warm, and I totally butchered the edges by doing so. But here they are. They're completely finished, and they taste amazing. I mean, they're not the most presentable lemon bars in the world, but you know, I'm probably going to be the only one eating them, and it's not like I'm taking them somewhere to, you know, show off. So they're just for the house. It doesn't matter what they look like. They still taste amazing. So I I really hope you guys like this recipe. Let me know what you think. Ciao for now. If I could recommend only one book on herbal magic until mine is published, it would be this book. So if you need to beg, borrow, or steal for this book, don't really steal for this book. I'm just kidding. I don't want to get into trouble for recommending thievery, but